Imagine stepping outside under a clear night sky, and instead of the familiar glow of the moon, you're greeted by an enormous, shimmering ring, spanning from horizon to horizon. It might sound like science fiction, yet there's reason to believe Earth once briefly sported its own ring of cosmic rubble. So, what would happen if those awe-inspiring rings came back today? Would we revel in the view or struggle to survive the consequences? Scientists theorize that billions of years ago, a Mars-sized body, nicknamed Theia, collided with our young planet. This violent impact hurled a halo of superheated rock and dust into Earth's orbit. Over time, this debris merged to form the Moon, but it's entirely possible that, for a while, our planet was encircled by a shimmering proto-ring, long gone in our current era. But what if Earth suddenly got another ring system? One scenario involves the Moon venturing too close, past something called the Roche limit. At that critical distance, our planet's gravitational pull would tear the Moon apart, strewing it into a brand new belt of rubble around Earth. Unlike Saturn's brilliant icy rings, though, our would-be ring would be mostly rocky and relatively dim, thanks to the scorching presence of the Sun. A debris ring could cast wide shadows on Earth's surface, depriving plants of crucial sunlight. Reduced photosynthesis would disrupt ecosystems and diminish the oxygen that we rely on to breathe. Some creatures rely heavily on moonlight or star patterns. Replace the Moon with an ever-present band of rocky fragments, and migratory species could be thrown into disarray. Breeding cycles might collapse, and entire food chains could destabilize. Our daily lives depend on satellites for communication, GPS, and weather updates. Unfortunately, orbiting bits of moon rock could smash into these satellites, jeopardizing the systems we rely on every single day. No moon means weaker or erratic tides. Our planet's delicate tidal balance would shift, and the new ring might exert its own strange gravitational forces on our oceans, reshaping coastlines and marine habitats with unpredictable consequences. Now imagine an alternate timeline where Earth never ended up with a single, solitary moon. Instead, the original debris from that Theia impact stuck around as a permanent ring. In that universe, launching rockets would be much riskier. We'd be forced to navigate through a swirling labyrinth of high-speed particles, likely driving our civilization to develop advanced ground-based communications instead of orbital satellites. Without a moon, we wouldn't measure time by lunar phases. Our myths, celebrations, and historical lore might center around the appearance or thickness of ring shadows. Humanity's understanding of the cosmos and our own place in it could diverge radically from the world we know. Whether Earth suddenly acquired a ring tonight or had possessed one from the very beginning, ring systems aren't permanent. Over millennia, orbiting debris either drifts into space or spirals down through the atmosphere. Some fragments would burn up in brilliant meteor showers, while larger chunks might strike the surface with devastating force. Thus, while a ringed Earth would be a breathtaking sight, it could also trigger havoc for ecosystems, wildlife, global communications, and even our coastlines. Perhaps it's fortunate we're left with a single, steady moon lighting our nights. Still, in a universe filled with endless possibilities, there may be another Earth out there proudly adorned with permanent rings. And those inhabitants might glance up at their glimmering sky, wondering how life could be any different without them.